So at Nozomi, we're glad to be back at GITEX once again, which is an area we focus on every year to be here. What we're showcasing is how to properly secure your environment once you're digitalizing and converging your OT and IoT space. We're focusing on visibility and cybersecurity for the OT and IoT environment and helping organizations build that security model for themselves. The main use cases in this region are focused around oil and gas, utilities, the energy sector, the IoT sector, health sector, and the manufacturing sector. Those organizations have specific security requirements that are focused on the OT and IoT space. And what we do is to help them enable that security posture and security architecture to focus on protecting themselves in that area. Digital transformation should not just be focused on a part of your environment or a part of your network. It should touch all your business units and all your network units within your environment. So let's look at the scenario of an oil and gas organization. In the past, the digitalization might have been focused only on the IT part because it's easier and it's easy to work in that space. Now, when you look at digitalization, you should focus around all your different types of business units and network units, such as your OT environment, your IoT environment, and your IT environment, and focus on developing digitalization that touches three different areas: the people, the processes, and the solutions. So my request would be to widen your focus to the whole organization to ensure that digitalization touches the whole environment to allow you to be more efficient and to provide the better services to your customers. A big trend we're seeing at the moment is in the health sector and the Internet of Medical Things cybersecurity. We're seeing more and more attacks happening in that space, primarily because COVID raised more awareness on the health sector. We are seeing a huge demand from the health sector for security and visibility controls in their clinics, in their hospitals, in their data centers to ensure they can continue providing the medical services to their clients without any disruption and to ensure patient safety. So that's the biggest trend we're seeing at the moment. So at Nozomi, we came into the Middle East region early on, and we've grown over 15-fold in the last 4 years that we've started in terms of revenue and in terms of personnel. So the one thing we're going to continue to do is focus on this region and continue providing the right support to our partners and customers. Plus, on top of that, focus on the verticals such as the health sector and the IoT sector, as we're seeing more and more threats and attacks happening in that space. I know I've spoken about this a bit, but our target area is the health sector. We're seeing a lot of demand. We're conducting quite a few proof of concepts in that space. From a growth territories, we want to continue expanding in the Gulf as we have a large installed base and customer base. And we're expanding our focus also into Egypt, North Africa, and the rest of Africa. The conversations have been focused a lot on the convergence of OT, IoT, and OT. There has been a lot of discussions and knowledge shared from our end about how to properly secure that environment and that space. And also the conversations coming now is how to help those organizations stay secure and comply with the government and industry standards out there that's being mandated onto them. So discussions are still around security, visibility, and compliance with the standards. Since joining Nozomi 2.5 years ago, I could not anticipate the growth in this space. We were focusing predominantly on OT when we first started. We saw a huge demand and a huge reception from our customers and partners, and now we're seeing the same switch happening in the IoT and the health sector. So it's an area that's really growing. It's an area that we see and anticipate will grow beyond IT security into the future. And it's an area that I ask all our listeners to do spend time educating themselves and learning on, as it's becoming more and more important to our daily lives.